My name is Shawn Spencer, and I'm a photographer in Elk Grove, California. And I'm coming to you today with my first video, and it's very intimidating, but I wanted to start a YouTube channel for my photography business. A lot of photographers, they kind of get that way. They go into doing videos and so forth. I do have a website and a blog, but I thought I'd start this YouTube channel to kind of discuss all things related to photography, anything and everything. So my goal, and today's video is probably gonna be a little bit shorter, because today I'm just kind of starting out, but my goal is to, as I mentioned, discuss anything and everything photography. That's going to include a future video in which I'm going to discuss how I got started in photography, my passion for photography, what inspires me as a photographer. So that's coming up shortly. I also wanted to do some behind the scenes of my sessions. So I am a photographer who does a lot of seniors from high school, families, babies, kids, and I would think it's fun to kind of do those pull back moments where you can see behind the scenes, how I run my sessions, how I interact with my clients to put them at ease. So for fellow photographers, this might be something where you get tips and hints on how I do things. I've learned as a photographer, my way is not the only way, and it's not the right way half the time. It's just kind of you go with what you feel and what works for you. So I wanted to do some behind the scenes. I also want to showcase certain clients, especially my seniors. Those are kind of I call it my bread and butter clientele. So kind of showcasing them and the scenes and what I do and how I pose and so forth. So that's going to be something that I will be doing. I also want to discuss photography tips and tutorials. One of the biggest lessons I've learned as a photographer is how subjective photography is. And again, how there's so many different ways to do things, and I used to set myself up for failure a lot of times because I thought there was only one true way to do photography. But what I've learned is that there's different styles, there's different looks, there's different posing techniques, there's different everything, and you have to find what works for you. So over the years, I kind of decided, and after lots of tears and going back and forth and just lessons and so forth, I learned what was good for me and what worked for me. And obviously I got clients and they like what I offer. So I'm going to offer some tips and tricks. I also want to talk about my workflow, my tutorials. So my workflow being from the start of my session, actually even before my session, how I start off interacting with my clients, the emails and so forth, all the way up through till my clients get that final product, whether it be prints or a USB of their digital photos. So I'm going to do a video on walking through my workflow and what works for me. So as far as my frequency on these videos, at this point I'm just kind of jumping off and starting, so I'm not sure. I'm hoping to do at least 3 to 4 a month. It's kind of like once a week, to do some sort of a video that I will post here on YouTube, and I will also link it to my blog. So again, just starting off with this video, again, kind of intimidating, and I'm sure I'm not in the best lighting and so forth, but super excited to kind of get out there in the YouTube world and the YouTube channel and showcase my photography. So I look forward to any comments. Be gentle, I am new to this, and so but anyways, looking forward to showing my photography and what I have to offer. Thanks.